It was the evening of June 23, 2022, when the first U.S.-supplied M-142A HIMARS systems rolled off transport planes at Rzeszów Airport in Poland, under cover of darkness and NATO security. Within 48 hours, they were in Ukrainian hands, crewed by soldiers trained in just 10 days. Record speed for a weapon that would rewrite the rules of modern warfare. Today, we dissect the story of a $300 million Russian logistics convoy. Tanks, rocket systems, fuel, and ammunition packed into a 12-kilometer death march, lured across a fatal highway stretch in Kherson Oblast. Ukraine waited, watched, then unleashed HIMARS precision that turned asphalt into a river of fire. How did a single rocket system dismantle an empire's supply chain? What secrets of intelligence, timing, and firepower made this ambush possible? And why did Russia never see it coming? The birth of a game changer. HIMARS enters the war. The high-mobility artillery rocket system, HIMARS, wasn't just another weapon. It was a paradigm shift. A 5-ton wheeled launcher capable of firing 6 GPS-guided GMLRS rockets up to 80 kilometers, or one ATACMS missile to 300 kilometers, with accuracy within 3 to 5 meters. Each rocket carried a 90-kilogram warhead, unitary for bunkers, or M30 and M31 cluster variants, dispersing 400,000 tungsten fragments over a football field-sized area. Reload time, under 1 minute. Mobility, 85 kilometers per H on roads. Crew 3, cost per launcher $4 million, cost per rocket $150,000. But the real value? Priceless disruption. Ukraine's first confirmed HIMARS strike came on June 24, 2022, in Novokakhovka, a Russian ammunition depot stacked with 152 mm and 122 mm shells, vanished in a secondary explosion so massive it registered on seismographs. The blast wave shattered windows 10 kilometers away. Within a week, Ukraine announced 50 Russian ammunition depots destroyed, not damaged, destroyed. Reuters, BBC, and the Institute for the Study of War, or ISW, verified the claim through satellite imagery, geolocated videos, and Russian admissions. By July 25th, the Pentagon confirmed Ukraine had received 8 HIMARS. By August, 16. By 2023, over 39. Each one a scalpel in a war of attrition. Why were depots the first target? Simple math. Russia fired 10,000 to 20,000 artillery rounds daily in Donbass. Each depot held 5,000, 15,000 tons of ammo, equivalent to 2-4 weeks of sustained fire. One HIMARS strike erased that. Russian generals scrambled, ordering depots dispersed, moved deeper, hidden in forests. But Ukraine adapted faster. Drones, Lelika, 100, Shark, Furia, scouted. Partisans in occupied territories sent coordinates via Starlink. NATO satellites fed real-time intel. The kill chain was complete, but depots were static. Convoys were moving, and moving targets bleed. Could HIMARS hunt on the road? The answer would come in blood and fire. The $300 million convoy, anatomy of a logistics monster. By mid-August 2022, Russian forces in Kherson Oblast were overextended. Their summer offensive had stalled. Ukrainian counterattacks loomed. To sustain the front, Moscow assembled a massive resupply convoy near Snihurivka, 60 kilometers east of Kherson City. Ukrainian intelligence, via intercepted signals, drone overwatch, and local informants, tracked its formation over 72 hours. Composition, estimated, 12 T-90M tanks, $4.5 million each equals $54 million, 18 BMP-3 infantry fighting vehicles, $1.5 million each equals $27 million, 8-9 K-57 Oregon MLRS, $10 million each equals $80 million, 22 KAMAZ 5350 ammo charge fuel trucks, $200,000 each, plus cargo equals $50 million, plus 15 BTR 82A APCs. $1.2 million each equals $18 million. Support vehicles, engineering, command equals $20 million. Ammunition load, grad, Urigan, tank rounds equals $51 million. Total estimated value, $300 million. This wasn't a combat column. It was a logistics artery, fuel to keep tanks rolling, rockets to silence Ukrainian guns, shells to hold the line. The convoys wrote Snihurivka, Berislav, crossing the E58 highway bridge over the Inhulets River, onward to Kherson. The bridge was the choke point, narrow, exposed, no alternate route within 40 kilometers. Ukrainian engineers had already mined the approaches. Demolition charges were preset. But they didn't blow it. Not yet. Why? Because Ukraine wanted the convoy to cross. The plan: let the entire column commit to the bridge, bunch up on the far side in a 3 to 5 kilometer traffic jam, then strike. HIMARS range, 70 plus kilometers. Launch site, mobile, 50 kilometers back, behind tree lines. Russian air defense, S-300S and Bukem-2S, but stretched thin, radar blinded by electronic warfare. The trap was perfect. What goes through a commander's mind when he orders men to wait, knowing the enemy is coming, loaded and unaware? The wait, 72 hours of tension. For 3 days, Ukrainian drone teams flew silent patterns. Lelika 100S at 3,000 meters, invisible to radar. Thermal cameras tracked heat signatures, every vehicle logged, every stop recorded. Russian drivers, exhausted after 300-kilometer hauls from Crimea, smoked beside idling engines. Officers barked orders. Conscripts, many mobilized just weeks prior, slept in cabs. One intercepted call, later released by Ukraine's SBU. "We're sitting ducks, no air cover. Tell command we need Pantsir here, now." Command didn't listen. Ukrainian artillery spotters, hidden in sunflower fields, marked grid squares. HIMARS batteries, call-signed Astraz, Ghost 1 and Reaper 3 moved into position near Vysokopilya. Launchers camouflaged under netting. Ammo preloaded. 12 GMLRs M31, A1 unitary rockets for fuel trucks, 6 M30A1 cluster rockets for troop carriers. Firing sequence planned to the second. The convoy began crossing at 4:17 local time, August 29, 2022. Lead T-90 rumbled over the bridge, then the BMPs, then the ammo trucks, heavy, slow, packed tight. By 4:45, over 60 vehicles were across, jammed on the E58's two-lane stretch. No room to maneuver, no dispersal. Russian doctrine, keep moving. Ukrainian doctrine, wait until they can't. At 4:51, the first rocket left the tube. The strike, 90 seconds of hell, 4 hours, 51 minutes, and 3 seconds. First GMLRS impacts central fuel convoy. 90 kilograms warhead detonates above a KAMAZ tanker. Fuel vapor ignites. Fireball rises 60 meters. Shockwave flips nearby BTR. 4 hours, 51 minutes, and 7 seconds. Second rocket hits ammo truck. 1,200 grad rockets detonate in chain reaction. Mushroom cloud. Shrapnel rains 800 meters. 4 hours, 51 minutes, and 12 seconds. Third and fourth rockets strike Urigan battery. Rocket pods cook off. Unguided 220 mm rockets launch wildly. One arcs back, lands in Russian lines 2 kilometers away. 4 hours, 51 minutes, and 18 seconds. Cluster munitions deploy. M30A1 rockets burst at 200 meters altitude. 400,000 tungsten balls shred soft-skinned vehicles, troop compartments. Soldiers diving from cabs are cut down mid-run. 4 hours, 51 minutes, and 30 seconds. Final salvo, 2 rockets target command vehicles. Satellite dish truck erupts. Convoy loses coordination. Total time, under 90 seconds. 18 rockets fired, 16 impacts, $300 million erased. Satellite imagery 12 hours later. Maxar, August 30th. Showed 42 vehicles destroyed or abandoned. Burn scars 4.8 kilometers long. Secondary explosions continuing into daylight. No survivors in central kill zone. Ukrainian estimate, 87 to 110 Russian soldiers killed, 200 plus wounded. Russian Ministry of Defense, minor losses due to Ukrainian sabotage. Telegram channels exploded with grief and fury. One video, geolocated by Bellingcat, showed a survivor screaming, "HIMARS! HIMARS everywhere!" Why was the destruction so total? 3 reasons. 1. Density, convoy packed into 800-meter kill box. 2. Secondary explosions, ammo and fuel turned strike into self-destruction. 3. No escape, bridge behind, minefields ahead, drones overhead. Was this warfare or execution? Makiivka, the human cost of clustering. The convoy ambush set the stage for deadlier strikes. On December 31st, 2022, Ukraine targeted a vocational school in Makiivka, Donetsk Oblast. Russian command had billeted up to 400 mobilized troops, many from Saratov's 32nd Guards, inside for New Year's. Intelligence came from intercepted mobile signals, soldiers calling home, pinging towers. Ukraine waited until midnight, maximum clustering. 2 HIMARS rockets struck at 0:01, January 1st, 2023. First hit the dormitory, second the cafeteria, the building collapsed. Fires raged. Russia admitted 63 dead. Ukraine, citing DNA analysis and hospital logs, claimed 89 to 92 killed, over 100 wounded. Newsweek confirmed the higher toll through open-source intelligence and Russian obituaries. The strike wasn't about hardware, it was about breaking will. Soldiers packed like sardines, celebrating, became a single target. Russia learned never cluster, but they kept doing it. Why? Poor discipline, overcrowded fronts, denial. Makiivka became a ghost name in Russian barracks. Recruits whispered, "Don't bunch up, don't use phones, don't trust the roof." Could precision kill morale faster than bullets? The broader war on logistics, 50-plus depots and beyond. HIMARS didn't stop at convoys. By July 25th, 2022, Ukraine's defense ministry announced 50 ammunition depots destroyed. The list grew. Popasna, Luhansk, 8,000 tons of 152 mm shells. Svatove Grad Rocket Warehouse. Henichesk, Crimea, 3,000 tons. Blast felt in Mariupol. Rykova Fuel Depot, 12 tankers vaporized. Melitopol Rail Hub, trains derailed. Then HIMARS. By 2023, the count exceeded 100. By 2025, over 200 confirmed logistics targets, depots, bridges, rail yards, convoys. Russia responded, moved ammo to civilian areas, used schools, hospitals. Ukraine adapted, switched to unitary warheads, reduced collateral, still struck. The math was brutal. Russia needed 60,000 shells daily to maintain fire superiority. HIMARS cut that by 30 to 40% in key sectors. Guns went silent. Offensive stalled. Kharkiv liberated in September 2022 because convoys couldn't resupply. What happens when an army starves in the field? Evolution, from HIMARS to ATACMS. By 2024, Ukraine received ATACMS, 300 kilometers range, 500 kilograms warhead. First strike, October 17, 2023, Berdyansk airfield. 9 helicopters destroyed. Russia pulled air assets back 100 kilometers. HIMARS kept evolving. ERG MLRs, 150 kilometers range, tested 2024. PRSM, precision strike missile, in pipeline. Integration with F-16S for combined strikes Russia countered. Legacy of the lit highway. The E-58 bridge still stands, scarred, patched, a monument to miscalculation. The convoy's wreckage was towed away, but its echo reverberates. HIMARS didn't just destroy metal, it dismantled a doctrine. Ukraine refined deep battle, strike 100 kilometers behind lines, paralyze the front. What if HIMARS arrived in March 2022? Would Kyiv have fallen? Would Kherson still be occupied? The questions haunt strategists, but one truth is undeniable. A $4 million launcher firing $150,000 rockets guided by free Starlink and NATO eyes broke a $300 million convoy, and with it, the myth of Russian invincibility. As 2025 dawns with F-16S overhead, ATACMS thundering, and new systems on the horizon, Ukraine fights not just for land, but for the idea that precision, patience, and courage can outlast any empire. The highway still burns in memory, and somewhere a drone hums, a launcher elevates, and another convoy rolls into the crosshairs. Subscribe to the channel for more stories of fire, defiance, and the weapons that changed history. Thanks for watching.